everybody, to another episode of Command Combat Battle Reports. Today we are doing Savage Worlds World War II. It's Weird World War II, where essentially the Germans have a lot of unusual equipment and the occult and all that sort of thing. The Allies are going to be landing in this area. They're paratrooping in with 3 units, and 1 or 2 units are going to be paragliding in. And they are trying to get to this temple here. And because something in there, the Germans have something in there, or they're developing something in there, or something of that sort that is powerful in the occult, and so the Allies want to figure out what that is. They're parachuting into this area of Egypt to figure out what the heck that is, and then their escape zone is going to be through this little area here. So will the Allies manage to get into there and find out what it is and get out alive, or will the Germans kill them all before they manage to do that? And what is the big secret inside the temple? Dun dun dun! Let's get started.
So these are your Allied forces. The British are all on the left, and the Americans are all on the right. The British are all paratroopers, and the Americans have paratroopers in the back and glider forces in front. The Americans also have a machine gun and a bazooka there in the center, and the British have a Bren machine gun there on the left. There's an American commander in the back as well. Each of the squads is being played by a different player, and they will be paratrooping in on one side and having to move across the board and learning what's there as they go. Now, reporting from the scene, there is me.
So everyone has landed, it's nighttime, there's some kind of evil fog that's around, or maybe it's a dust storm, who knows. But anyway, 3 squads, they've all come down, the Americans that are down on this side, and the commander has landed right onto some quicksand, so we're going to be rolling for him first. Alright, so Sergeant Slaughter rolled out of the quicksand there. The other guys are like, well, I guess we're going to be following a guy who lands in quicksand. These guys over here on the hill have spotted some German Nazi guys inside of this temple. This temple is what they're trying to find out what's going on. Apparently, inside these ruins, the Nazis are developing some kind of evil secret weapon run by our evil Nazi guy, and there are paratroopers. Alright. All the Brits and Americans, all the paratroopers have started running forward. These guys have started to take some cover behind that thing. And these guys here, these guys are more like stumbling forward, going 1 extra inch. Where's that guy? There we go. And led by Sergeant Slaughter over here. Alright, so the British are running up this way, and the American glider troops have now come in between those. And these guys have run up to here. These guys are gone prone on the right, and Sergeant Slaughter is taking cover and pointing. That's the direction, folks! So a freak sandstorm has now come in, and just as the zombies come out, the Americans were crawling up here. They finally were just starting to spot here. He's like, up there, up there. Wait a minute, there's a zombie right in front of me. They're coming out from all these different places. They're crawling up along here, and the zombies are coming out of this little graveyard kind of area, including right next to the open sarcophagus.
Hand to hand.
All kinds of sarcophagi.
My Germans have repositioned.
So yeah, that's where they are, and the Germans have repositioned inside of here, getting ready to fire, and all of a sudden the sandstorm came in, so they can't see their enemy. They had just spotted the machine gunner out there that you can see, but yeah, suddenly the sandstorm blocks it. Right, so then in this turn, the zombies came out. They went after them, and they got shot down. Just mowed.
Oh, there are a few live zombies.
There are a few left, but this was the ones that the British took out, and this is the row of the ones the Americans took out. And this one even saw that his buddy, the zombies did manage to take one guy, and so his buddy went and shot him in the head to make sure he wasn't done, or that he was completely done. These are the that's the Americans' firing squad. These are some more Americans that come down like this. This one I do kind of like this. Somehow the dust has gotten onto this guy's head. And the dust storm has gone along here. They're right in front of the Germans. so they
Give me that
cannot see anything. Alright, so this turn comes along. They didn't quite kill so many zombies. In fact, the zombies killed those two, so watch for them to turn into zombies here in a moment. This guy in hand-to-hand could not kill them. So shooting at them seemed to work, but going to hand-to-hand didn't quite work so well. Suddenly, they're seeing the shapes of some other zombies coming running out of the smoke. These have nice little bombs attached to them. And there's a bunch of guys in gas masks all of a sudden appearing out of here. And Germans wearing gas masks can never be a good sign. There's one other thing, is that one of the Americans, while reading the obelisks, all of a sudden got transferred over to this one.
Now, his friend was with him when it happened, so he's going to look at it too.
So somehow, all of a sudden, he's separated.
Maybe I can get a flanking action going here.
So, a pretty explosive turn here. The Americans moved up here, and those guys in the gas mask, the Germans that appeared in the gas mask, the kind of scary looking guys, in fact they had flamethrowers and everything. Yeah, they threw grenades in there and kaboom. You can see the results of that. I mean, these guys had, there were 2 flamethrowers in there, plus they had like a bunch of globs that they were going to throw and that would be exploding, and just all kinds of mad scientist stuff that was really nasty, and they are all gone. Except one guy, where is he?
Fritz.
Fritz, who is right over here running for his life in the sand. And then there is, what's this guy? Is this guy G.I. Joe, the one who suddenly appeared over here? All on his own, is hearing some some ghostly sounds from in there. He's shooting into there, trading shots with them. And a bunch of guys in leather have appeared, especially these women in leather have appeared, along with this vampire. And then over here, the bunch of zombies with mines and explosives attached to them are running up to him, give us a hug! And a couple of them got shot. Really good rolls, made them explode. In fact, I got to say about the rolls here as well. This was like, if anybody know this rule set, if you roll the maximum number, you roll it again. So on a D8, he rolled an 8, then he rolled an 8 again, and maybe 1 or 2 more times. Anyway, to blow up one guy, took another guy with him, and over here, when he threw his grenades, he rolled 2 8s and backed it up with major rolls. So that's why it was just majorly explosions here. Some of these, the British who were bitten have turned into vampires, and now they're attacking other British here.
That would be zombies.
Oh, yeah. Well, some of the zombies have been turned into. Some of the British were bitten by zombies, turned into zombies, are starting to bite other British, and the British are shooting them down. Over here, one of the zombies just ripped a British guy's heads off, just tore his entire body to shreds, and it's freaked the other guys out quite a bit. I think I got everything, didn't I?
Yep.
The Americans are all moving there. The British are moving up here. The zombies keep going up to the British and attacking when they're on the ground, which puts the British at a disadvantage. Some of them are still prone. And that's it. The dust storm is still going on. So, starting off here, the propaganda squad came out and went after G.I. Joe here, and all these guys tried to get him to join, and he went, "No, I will not join you!" And then they shot, and they missed and missed and missed, and then she came up here and goes, "I will shoot you!" and shot him down. Over here, they shot down these zombies that were coming out. These were the explosive zombies. In fact, I'm going to just show you what one of them looked like here. Had little explosives to them, ran up to them. but they didn't succeed. Actually, I like this one in particular. There's one of them that actually has a landmine, and he's like trying to hug the other guys. But anyway, shot them down because they had bombs attached to them. They exploded, took down some others of them. Oh, here's one single zombie out here. We're still gonna have to roll to see what happens with him. We missed that. A bunch of people are shooting at him, and he's surrounded by them, but
Is that the
nothing.
one that got raised?
Yes, he's one of their friends. He needs to go and attack them. A mummy came out of this thing. You may have seen him before. He came out, grabbed the brim carrier, and ripped him apart. These guys are coming out of being shaken. Over here, oh, these guys are checking what's going on with this. And over here, some of these Americans have found themselves a flamethrower. So that should be kind of fun. And meanwhile, this one Nazi went wee 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 all the way to his temple.
Yeah.
The one zombie got the guy the one we had forgotten about. So there's going to be another zombie on the table. All right, so the Allies keep pushing forward as they did. They killed a mummy. In fact, they did this mummy was supposed to be super tough. Everything I've been putting in this has been to be really tough, and this was supposed to be one of the big monsters, but they did like 20 points of damage with one single guy. I'm gonna say it was that guy. Yeah. It's, what's a good British name?
William.
William the Conqueror.
William Higgins.
William Higgins. Oops. There we go. Fired right there. Killed that mummy. Took him down 25 points. Over here, the zombie. Actually, they did a firing squad, killed that zombie, but they're not going to shoot into a hand-to-hand combat because they might hit their friend. And that zombie who has his arm reached out has scared that guy that he's attacking. Meanwhile, over here, these guys are pushing forward very slowly with their flamethrower. Back here, this guy is watching to keep their escape route open. All right, so it continues to march forward. The ministers of propaganda moved up, and the vampires along with them, and they hypnotized this guy, and now he's on their side. They've shot and scared this guy.
So you need to go first, drop his
This
ass,
guy is
then
run
drop the
off
minister.
away from the zombie. These guys hit a firing squad and destroyed
You
him.
need to spade
These
and
guys are moving
neuter
up.
the propaganda minister.
This is the fun part. Okay, so
Is it
these guys got up
she-wolves?
to here. There was one guy here. Oh, I forgot to put the flame on. Here. There was one guy. I'm going to just narrate it here. He went up here. He had a flamethrower. Perfect shot right into there. Would have had all of them roll the one on his infernal device roll. And, where is this?
That's the resulting
Boom.
conflagration.
That is exactly what ends up happening. He had a cigar in his mouth, apparently.
I don't know. My Sergeant Slaughter is lighting his cigar off
Yeah,
the fire.
throws the match and just happens to bounce off with a flamethrower and blow him up.
They shot back, took out one of their guys, and
So here,
shot.
he
back
won't be
there, got one of them.
zombifying.
So that's where we are at this particular moment. It's going crazy. I forgot to mention the other zombies that came in, the DAK zombies, along with the what is this guy called?
Priest of Ra.
The Priest of Ra, who is
Those zombies will probably be...
somehow leading them.
What's the...
So the zombies are continuing forward, and a bazooka man shot down right through a couple of them. One of them who actually was farting, we noticed that he had smoke coming out. Shot from behind there, got there. All the rest, because of the flying dust, they were not able to see. They came over here to shoot the Minister of Propaganda, who are all hiding. They're not dead. They all went prone, and they're perfectly lined up right along there to get hit on the flank. But these guys were all lying prone, so they all got like shots right over their heads. Over here, they're continuing to trade shots with each other, and I think that's about it for now. All right, so they're getting close in there.
That's right.
The zombies shifted directions, went after the Americans, got 2 of them, but then the rest came up and got rid of them. And the British came in from the side and got rid of the zombie master, thus freeing the archaeologists.
Yay!
Da 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 da. This is uncopyrighted music, and actually, it's not Indiana Jones. What is his name? now?
Ohio Smith.
Ohio Smith. Laura, what is Laura's name?
Laura Kraft.
Sarah Kraft. The guy from The Mummy is it's Bob from the Mommy, and I'm not sure what else. Anyway, they all have gotten up there, not seeing. Some of them could not see the zombies because of the distance, but they got rid of them anyway. They moved into here, have been shooting at these guys.
German heavy machine gun finally opened up.
Yes, that's right. The German machine gun, which is right in here.
One panicking guy.
Finally saw them there, shot at this whole line that was here, and shot one guy who was already panicking, going, zombies! The Ministry of Fearfulness has started moving back, and there's a truck that's appeared for some reason at 2 trucks, a cool wagon and a truck at the entrance of this thing. Mysterious as to why that's happening.
Dangerous.
Very eventful turn. Okay, so a lot of the guys went running up here, the archaeologists as well as all of the remaining infantry. This guy, one of Chris's guys there, ran up here, lobbed up a grenade up where the HMG and all the others were, blew them all to bits. So the remaining ones ran out to here, lined up and started shooting at the Americans. Oh yeah, the Americans who had already killed off the vampire and the word I can't remember. Propaganda group. They had knocked them down, but then when these guys came out, they knocked down 2 of those Americans who had done that.
They found the Ark and
now
taking care of the zombies.
Sergeant Slaughter came into here and was like, "Well, what's in here? Let's take a peek." Oh, actually, let's look at it this way. Let's take a peek. Oh, the Ark of the Covenant. And a bunch of ghosties running around, and a bunch of guys around there, and more not vampires, zombies, more Nazi zombies. So he pulled out his trusty machine gun, and as you can see, machine gun down just a bunch of them zombies. Took care of a whole bunch of them. So Sergeant Slaughter and the guy down here are definitely heroes for this particular battle. Yes, we're going to call him Mohawk guy now. And meanwhile, let's see what these Nazis are going to do along with these ghosts with the Ark of the Covenant. Alright, so they are moving in on the Nazis, and the Nazis are moving out with the Ark. They're trying to get out with that thing, get that into this truck. These are the allies that are chasing after them, going up and cornering them. They have shot down the people who were in front of the truck trying to guard it, and they're going to try to run in there and capture that Ark. Meantime, Sergeant Slaughter and his partner were up here fighting off these zombies again. One of the zombies went up to get the said partner. However, the ghosts got there first. Sergeant Slaughter and him saw how beautiful they were, and Sergeant Slaughter went, they're ugly. Whereas his partner went, oh, they're beautiful, and then his face melted. And there's the other ones that are back there, and so they're going and trying to scare off or kill Sergeant Slaughter. Meanwhile, his other paratroopers are moving in on, moving in from there and from there to shoot the Ark guys from the back. So,
Is this the 86th?
all they have to do is get into there and drive away.
This is the
Back to me in the studio because the archaeologists have just been set upon by a bunch of Anubids, or Nubai, bunch of weird-looking Egyptian dudes. And the Anubids are charging them, the archaeologists are shooting them as they come, but there are a lot of them charging. A couple of them are even flanking. It is a huge melee. Archaeologists are going down, nudists are going down. It is just an orgy of death. And in the back, a couple of large crocodile dudes are guarding a mummy. The large crocodile dudes are charging into the survivors of the archaeologists. They're getting into hand-to-hand. Oh, and back at the temple, the Ark is causing the ground to crack open. Or maybe it's the Cup of Life. I don't know what Indiana Jones movie I'm in. Back to the Anubids, and everyone is taken down except for Indiana Jones and Brendan Fraser. Sorry, I don't know the character's name. He is going mano-a-mano with the mummy. And the mummy is taking Brendan Fraser down. It's him versus Indiana Jones. And Indy is taking him down. He is the sole survivor of the melee with the Anubids, or Anubai, nudists, whatever. Back to me in the field.
So this is basically it. The Allies have run up here. There are a couple of Americans who have run up to this
about to accomplish our mission.
Kuba
That's your
wagon.
mission.
They've run up the Kuba wagon,
one
put
piece.
their stuck their
just taking care
Tommy
of the
gun in there, and captured the Kuba wagon. These guys have run up and captured this truck. The rest of them are running up behind, so it seems to be all taken care of. In fact, these guys are coming up behind as well. They have completely surrounded the Ark, so these guys are going to be captured, so all is well and good. But then,
So whoosh with the flamethrower.
this one guy comes in with the flamethrower, flames the guys
everything.
and the Ark of the Covenant.
Oh yeah.
So
Flamed everything.
he basically took out the
The Wraiths, the Germans.
the Germans, the sticks that were holding that thing up. Oh, meanwhile, Sergeant Slaughter, just to continue his reign of terror,
Machine gun?
he he knocked down yet another zombie, and yeah, I'm gonna just say, you guys call it, he machine guns down. We know that he can take these guys down. Machine guns down the rest of the zombies. The Wraiths fly away, disappear. So that really is it. The Allies have captured the Ark. Well, that was a good game. Oh, and this guy remained, hidden back here. I'm just not gonna
Shot in the back of the head by my own teammate.
my own guy.
And these guys are going to tell
What was
them,
it again?
if you open this thing up, you will...
They'll be in trouble. So
No, you
that's-
be given
And now the sandstorm
infinite
goes
life.
away.
yeah, and now the sandstorm goes away. It's all free.
Remember,
Well, thank you all for watching. Be sure to subscribe, and happy gaming, everybody.